Now this is the video for my Scorpio sun, moon, rising. Wherever you have Scorpio, just, this is a general reading, so don't forget. Some of this might apply to you and some of it may not. This is genderless. This is, all energy is fluid. So let's hop in. So the overall energy for my Scorpios is, there is first of all, there's two major arcanas on the board. But there's an energy of something is trying to come into your life. It's like you are almost pregnant. It's very similar to Cancers. It's like not Cancer, but the Cancer video that I just did. But there's an energy of fertility in your life when it comes to your personal power, your growth, and your love, your heart chakra. Because we have the Empress, which is this is a person, the Empress, regardless if you're a male or female, it's a feminine energy. So some of you guys might be more of a feminine sign, but it's like an energy of a person that had to go through so much. You had to become each queen to get to the Empress. And 3 is about the number of creation. So it's you're in this incubation stage, very similar to a lot of us right now in quarantine, but it's you've grown so much to this place where you're pregnant with a new life. You're pregnant with something new trying to come in, and it's something that you've wished for a long time, because it's the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. And you see how there's this one little fish? There's all these cups, there's a genie. Some of you guys could have been doing moon work, but there's this little fish. There's only one fish in all these cups. There's this one specific thing area of your life. This could be one thing, this could be one person, but there's this thing that you've been that you've been wanting to create. This could be a lifestyle, this could be a thought form, but there's been this new direction in your life that you've wanted to grow. And I feel you are becoming, you're pregnant with, I can't think of it any other way to say it. It's you're pregnant with a new life, and you have the King of Cups. This is you guys. This is heavy Scorpio energy. You're a water sign. This is you really, regardless of gender, standing in your balance, because you have the Empress and you have the King of Cups. So it's maybe some of you guys are manifesting a relationship with an earth sign, or some of you guys are manifesting balance within yourself. Either way, because it's a general reading, you guys are elevating an elevated emotional status, emotional level, and abundance on a new level, But a lot of times, but it's going to feel like wish fulfillment. It's going to feel some of you guys, I'm really getting heavy manifestation energy. So some of you guys might be intentionally attracting this thing into your life, but it's how do I even say this? I don't think you believe that you are. I think you've been doing the work, you've been doing the rituals, you've been praying, you've been doing your whatever form of calling it in, but I don't think you believe it's possible. Or on a subconscious level, you just, it's almost you're blinded by the light, because we have the Sun card, which is a beautiful card. See how this person is reaching for the light? This is a major arcana, but this is in your subconscious energy, and this is what needs to be released. It's ooh, okay. There's an end of a cycle that needs to happen. There's something that you need to let go of that you kind of put on a pedestal. To me, this is giving me the energy of a pedestal. You might have put someone on a pedestal. You might have put an idea on a pedestal, because the Sun represents life, the home, everything you could have ever wanted. And because this isn't what you need to release, it's you're holding on to something, the idea of something so tightly that even if you got it, you wouldn't be happy, because you have this mental conflict. As this is the manifestation card, this is what you're manifesting. So it's there's this little evil voice in your head, this little devil's advocate. It just feels the warning is, for my Scorpios, is that there's nothing wrong with reaching for the light. You see how she's reaching for the light, but don't turn it into a pedestal, because when you do, you have the 4 of Pentacles. And you see how this person is grasping onto all they have. Like this desperate, it's kind of blurry. Anyways, it's like this person vibrationally is grasping onto this. It's like he's grasping onto the light, grasping onto this idea, or there's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something that Scorpios are like need to like end the cycle of vibrationally grasping on. This could be like money. To me, I'm really seeing this as a money thing where it's like, this is the way I make money, or this is the type of relationship that I want, or this is how it has to be. These are my things. This is my lifestyle. This is my way. Because the Four of Pentacles, look how you can't even live comfortably like that. Living like that, it's like this is how you manifested this, and it's gonna come because you have the wish fulfillment and you have the Empress. It's gonna come into your life, period. But right now, since it's like the nature of how you manifested it, you were focusing on the light. You might have gone a little too far for some of you, not for all of you, but you've been focusing on the light to the point where you went blind. You see how she's looking at the light, and then look, this person is in the Eight of Swords, they can't see, and behind them is kind of like what the sun does to you. If you're too addicted to the sun, or you're something about being mentally confused about something you want to manifest, it's like it burns you. Look, he can't see. And because you can't see and you're holding on so tight, it results in this. It's like, yeah, you get, it's funny, you have the wish fulfillment here, right? But as your outcome, you have this. So I'm like, how could you be pregnant with the King of Cups, with emotional fulfillment and balance and wish fulfillment, and then end up in mental conflict? It's like you're confused about this King of Cups. This Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is an energy that is like emotional, like a romantic, rushing in to do something, to say something. So some of you guys might be confused about a connection. Some of you guys might be reaching out. But it's like, there's a lot of conflict energy that's mental. But it's not about the sun burning your eyes where you can't see. It's about your perspective of the challenges in your life. Because you got the Five of Wands, and this is like a very competitive energy. See how everyone is fighting for this light? Now, I don't know if this is money, a person, a relationship, a lifestyle, a thought form, but it's like you're, by fixating on the light too much and obsessing and holding on to like, I gotta make money, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like, yeah, money could be the light. It could be a beautiful thing. But when it turns into this toxic way, it's like people are competing for it, and it's like you're competing, but it's already yours to have. So it's like there's a need to change your perspective because you have the Star in reverse. And the Star is abundance, it's wish fulfillment. So you have the wish fulfillment upright, and then somehow it gets turned upside down, just like the Hangman. So let me break it down to you guys. You start off here with this wish fulfillment, this thing, the light, what you want to manifest. The universe says, okay, it's yours. And somehow your perspective changes. Maybe you feel like you can't have it. Maybe it feels too good to be true. Maybe you don't know if you're capable of it. And so you get into this Hangman, Neptune, Pisces energy, and then it distorts the very thing, the very light that you've been chasing. So I need to pull an advice card for my Scorpios. How am I on time? Okay, I got some time. Let me pull an advice card. Let me pull a couple advice cards. One more, please, for my Scorpio. Okay. Ooh. So, the bottom of the deck, we have growth. It says, I want to expand my consciousness awareness. What I say with the Hangman. Change your perspective, broaden your perspective about this, your goals. To me, the light represents your goals. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be whatever. But right now, I feel like my Scorpios, not all of you, but a lot of you guys are feeling lonely. And you see how it's the same person around this circle? It's a person holding up pillars. So it's like the same cycle over and over. It's like it's like, I think it could be with money, with negative mental thoughts, or putting people or things up on pedestals. There's a need to value your own self-worth, to value yourself, and to be empathetic for yourself, because we have empathy. And the going back to the loneliness card, it says, I know that I'm never alone. So The advice from Spirit is to really, really change your perspective. And when you change your perspective, you're going to end this cycle of loneliness and inner turmoil and sadness and grief, because you got the grief card. And the grief card says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And the empathy card says, I'm open to seeing both sides of this situation. Look, both sides implies two. This card implies perspective, and this card implies mental conflict. So if you want to birth this new life that's right there, that you're gonna get anyways, change your perspective. Be open to other people's opinions. Change your perspective of how you can get it. Everything doesn't have to be a struggle. I'm just getting this energy of everything has to be a struggle with this mental conflict. You can reach for the light, but don't reach for the light to the point where you burn yourself. And don't grasp so hard to the blessings that you've manifested by being fearful of them. Allow them to come. Allow them to go. And you're gonna be just fine, my Scorpios. So anyways, this was your video, Scorpio. I really feel like for my Scorpios that you're manifesting something huge. And the reason why a lot of the cards might have seemed heavy is because it's on a whole new level. And sometimes when we go to new levels, it's scary. But start getting used to good things happening to you because you've already done the work. All right, Scorpios, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the information will be below.